gonna do a sort of first look at this CurrentBody LED face mask, which was, full disclosure, sent to me as a gift. There was absolutely zero expectation or even demand for me to post anything, but this is the kind of device that I love to test now that I am in my mid-40s, and I thought I would test it for you guys and tell you about how the first 10 days have been going with it. What it is, of course, is an LED mask that is meant to enhance the collagen in your skin. That is what LED light is supposed to do. So I've been using it for 10 days. First thoughts, it did give me a few pimples, I believe, owing to this. And I don't get very many pimples. I am postmenopausal, but a few have popped up. So I don't know if that means it's working well or it's just not agreeing with me. I will give it the benefit of the doubt and I will keep going. Costs, I believe, $495. So anyhow, it is not the hardest to put on. It's got a strap that you attach yourself and the strap is Velcro and you put it on like this basically and you terrify everybody in your house. Then it's got this LED then it's got this button and you press this and you're blasted with light, and your first instinct will be to, hopefully you guys can still hear me properly with this on, your first instinct will be to close your eyes, but you will find that your eyes adjust even behind the mask, and then you look like this. And after 10 minutes, it shuts off on its own. So immediately, shortcoming that I've noticed is that this is heavy. So if you just let this dangle, I mean, you're welcome to lie in bed and relax and do this, which is probably what I would suggest to do. It does stay on nicely though, because of the silicone, it grips to your face a little bit, so it doesn't have a sliding down feel anyway. But the problem is this thing kind of just dangles. Do you guys see that? It just kind of hangs there, which can feel heavy. And the other thing I've noticed is that if this even sort of slightly slips out, because this is the battery pack basically, it doesn't use traditional batteries. It uses, like, out of this end you put a USB port into your computer or some other charger that you have. You probably already have one. But if it slides out the slightest bit, then the mask turns off. Then you push it back in again. So I'm finding this to be a slight design flaw, and it does still stay on the timer for 10 minutes. So if it slips out, if you slip it back in, it doesn't like start from zero again, if you follow what I'm saying. But wouldn't it be handy if there was a clip or something on the back of this so that you could clip it to your clothes or something? It would be handy for me to just clip it right there and then maybe walk around with it. So that is a shortcoming that I'm seeing already. But in terms of ease of use, I don't think, oh, I can see it's a little crooked. I don't think it could be any easier than this. So the reason I wanted to do this also was just to show you what my face looks like immediately after it shuts off. So of course I'm not going to talk through the whole 10 minutes with this on because but when it shuts off, I'll take it off and you'll see there is a little bit of redness I've noticed in my skin. I don't know if it's just a tiny bit of heat coming from this. It could be a little bit of light sensitivity, even though I do not have sensitive skin. It doesn't last though, so the redness is just very brief and then it goes away. But I guess it is, if you're very prone to like red skin conditions, I don't know, maybe rosacea. Of course, I'm not a dermatologist at all. I don't even know that much about skin conditions, but you'll want to double check in with your healthcare provider to make sure that this is something that you can use with whatever skin conditions you may have. What's also provided, and I found to be completely useless, is this tiny little pair of eye goggles that you can wear, almost like the kind you would wear if you do tanning beds, which I do not do. I do not suggest ever using a tanning bed. They're terrible for your skin. But they're these tiny little things that cover your eyes. But what I've noticed is they don't fit underneath this mask. I did give them a try for you guys, but the problem is they don't sit nicely, and then the mask does not sit on top of it. It just gouges them and pushes them really hard into your eyes. So I don't know why they were made that way. They weren't made to work in concert with this mask. I suspect they were just like included for people that have sensitive eyes, or maybe it's just the way my eyes sit in my face. I don't know. They just don't work well. I don't bother using them. Apparently this has been tested for your eyesight and your eye safety, and it is fine to be looking at it like this. But of course, if you want to amp up the relaxation factor, just like lie down and relax. You're supposed to use this on bare skin. I have bare skin right now, so the face that you were looking at before I put this on did not even have moisturizer on. So after this, I'll put on my moisturizer and then I'll start using the cryo roller, which I will show you that they also sent me, which is an affordable object. Actually, that one's not expensive. This is a splurge. This is definitely an investment. I do have a code for you. Go ahead, check down the description box. I believe it's CB Helen for I think 10% off, but there could be codes that are better. There could be packages, there could be discounts. I don't know. Have a look around before you invest and make sure you get some money off, but I have a link down below. Okay, so 10 minutes have elapsed, so time to take it off now. It does have a slight warming feeling, at least for me, but nothing hot or anything like that if that's a concern for you. Okay, so we'll see now. My face is a little bit red. Is that from being trapped underneath this for 10 minutes and not really being able to breathe? Is it because of the LED lights? I don't know yet, but it is not like a reaction. It is just something that lasts very fleetingly. Now that you've used it, you're supposed to take an alcohol wipe or just like a little makeup remover cotton pad with some alcohol on it, and you just rub this side every single time. So there is some maintenance involved. You'd want to clean the inside so that you're not putting that, this is getting dirty every time it's touching your face. You'll want to clean it after each use. Now I'm going to put on some moisturizer and use the cryo roller that I told you about.